Students, today we are going to learn about the subsidiary books. Subsidiary books are separate journals. So the first subsidiary book is the purchase book. It is also known as purchase journal. This book is maintained to record the transactions of goods purchased on credit, and these goods are purchased only for manufacturing or for resale. So you have to remember that when the goods are purchased on credit for the purpose of manufacturing or trading, then they are recorded in the purchase book, and the cost is recorded always at the net value. So you have to remember that whenever a businessman deals in a particular commodity, then that commodity is goods for that businessman. So we have learnt the meaning of word goods in accounting. Goods is a commodity in which a businessman deals. So here they have given, suppose a businessman is dealing in the business of machinery spare parts. So when the machinery spare parts are purchased on credit basis, then they are recorded in the purchase journal of that businessman. So you have to remember that cash purchases are not recorded in the purchase book. Secondly, when the goods are purchased like office equipment or furniture, stationery, then they are not recorded in the purchase book, because these goods are like fixed assets, and stationery is purchased for the office use. So these goods are not purchased for resale or for manufacturing purpose. So that is why they are not recorded in the purchase book. So you have to remember two things about the purchase books, that goods is a commodity in which a businessman deals when those goods are purchased for manufacturing or for resale purpose, and whenever they are purchased on credit basis, then only they are recorded in the purchase book. So here they have given the format of the purchase book: date, name of the supplier, inward invoice number, LF, and amount. Now we are going to solve one illustration. Enter the following transactions in purchase book of Konica Electronics, post them into ledger, and prepare trial balance as on 31st August 2018. The first transaction has taken place on 3rd August. Purchased from Messrs. Seema Electronics, invoice number 2250, 20 mini size mobile at the rate of rupees 2000 per piece, and 12 home theatres at the rate of rupees 4500 per piece at 20% trade discount. So here we have to do the working, that is 20 mobiles at the rate of 2000 per piece, so 20 into 2000. Here they have given the working. Before that, you have to see that the title is given for the purchase book in the books of Konica Electronics purchase book. Then the columns you have seen in the format, that is date, name of supplier, LF, inward invoice number, and amount. So the date of the transaction you have to write. Then the name of the supplier is Seema Electronics, and what is purchased from that company, 20 mobiles of rupees 2000 each, so that comes to rupees 40,000. Then 12 home theatres of 4500 each, so that comes to 54,000. Then the total of these two items comes to rupees 94,000, but the trade discount is given by the supplier, and that is 20%. So 20% of 94,000 comes to 18,800. This we have to subtract from this gross price of 94,000. The amount remaining is 75,200 is recorded in the amount column, and the invoice number is given that we have to record here. Then the next transaction is on 10th August. Purchased from Pawan Electronics, invoice number 2860, 100 pen drives at the rate of rupees 210 per piece at 10% trade discount. So in the same manner we have to record this transaction. Date is written here, 10th August. Name of the supplier, Pawan Electronics. 100 pen drives into 210, that is the price per piece. So that comes to rupees 21,000. From that we have to subtract 10% trade discount, that is 2,100. The net value is 18,900 and the inward invoice number is written here. Next, 16th August, purchase from Modern Electronics, invoice number 2456, 15 stereos at the rate of 4,200 per piece and 20 color LCDs at the rate of 14,000 per piece at 12.5% trade discount. Date is written 16th August. Name of the supplier, Modern Electronics. Then 15 stereos into 4,200, that comes to rupees 63,000. Then 20 LCDs at the rate of 14,000 per piece, that comes to rupees 2,80,000. The total of these two items comes to rupees 3,43,000. From that we have to subtract 12.5% trade discount. So we have to take 12.5% of rupees 3,43,000. That comes to 42,875. So the net value is 3,125 and the invoice number is written here. Next, 26th August, purchase from Seema Electronics, invoice number 2394, 10 mini size LCD at rupees 8,000 per piece and 6 LEDs at rupees 12,500 per piece at 20% trade discount. Date is written. Name of the supplier is Seema Electronics. 10 LCDs at the rate of rupees 8,000 per piece, so that comes to rupees 80,000. Then 6 LCDs at the rate of 12,500 per piece, so that comes to rupees 75,000 and the total is 1,55,000. I think here they have made the printing error. Here it is given LEDs, so that is the printing error here. Here they have written LCD, so you have to understand that. So total of these two items comes to rupees 1,55,000. Of this amount, that is 1,55,000 into 20% trade discount, that comes to rupees 31,000, which we have to subtract from the gross value, and the net value is 1,24,000 and the invoice number is written here. The last transaction, 29th August, bought from Pawan Electronics, invoice number 2960, 50 pen drives at the rate of 210 per piece at 20% trade discount. Date is written here. Then Pawan Electronics, name of the supplier and details of the transaction, that is 50 pen drives at the rate of rupees 210 per piece. So the gross value is 10,500. Of that we have to take 20% trade discount. So 2100 we have to subtract from 10,500. The remaining amount is 8,400. Then we have to take the total of the amount column, that comes to rupees 5,26,625. Now on the next page we are going to learn how to make the ledger account. So in the books of Konica Electronics, first ledger is the purchase account. As you know that purchase is a nominal account. So as per the rule, debit expenses and losses. So purchase is an expenditure. So purchase account is always debited in the journal entry as per the rule of debit and credit, because it is a nominal account and it is an expenditure. And when the goods are purchased on credit basis, the suppliers, they become the givers, and supplier is a personal account. And as per the rule of debit and credit, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Since the suppliers are the givers, we have to credit their account. So when the goods are purchased on credit basis, normally the journal entry is purchases account debit to supplier account. So while preparing the ledger account, you have to always see whether the account is debited. The ledger account is debited. So here purchase account is debited and opposite account is the supplier's account, which is credited. So the entry is recorded on the debit side. So here they have written to sundries as per the purchase book. Instead of writing the names of all the suppliers, they have directly written the total. So the total of the purchase book is written here. So you have to remember that purchase account is always debited and the opposite account is the supplier's account, that is credited. So the entry comes on the debit side in the purchase book and we have to write the total. Then on the last day, 31st August, by balance carried down, because nothing is recorded here. So to balance both the sides, that is the debit and the credit side, we have to write by balance carried down on the credit side and the same amount will be recorded here. The total is recorded on the same line in the amount column of debit and credit side. And now this closing balance will become opening balance for the next month. So 1st September to balance brought down 5,26,625 is written after the total. Then we have to go to the purchase book and check the name of the first supplier, that is Seema Electronics. Now Seema Electronics is the supplier. Their account is always credited and the opposite account is debited. So that is why the entry in the ledger account will be recorded on the credit side. Now there are two transactions for Seema Electronics. One is on the 3rd August and the net value of that transaction is 75,200, and the second is on 26th August and the net value of that transaction is rupees 1,24,000. So these two amounts we have to record on the credit side of Seema Electronics. So here they have written the date 3rd August by purchases account 75,200 and 26th August by purchases account 1,24,000. So the total comes to 1,99,200, which is written on the same line on both the sides. And since nothing is recorded here in the whole month, on the last day of the month we have to write 31st August to balance carried down, that is 1,99,200. This becomes the opening balance for the next month, 1st September, by balance brought down 1,99,200 is written on the credit side. Now we have to check the name of the second supplier, that is Pawan Electronics. So here also the entry will be recorded on the credit side. Here also there are two transactions, one is on 10th August and other one is on 29th August. So we can check from the purchase book. 10th August the amount is 18,900 and 29th August the amount is 8,400. So both the amounts will be recorded on the credit side, and in particulars you have to write by purchases account. The total comes to 27,300, that is written on the same line on both the sides, here debit side and credit side. Then the balance, closing balance, is recorded on the last day of the month, 31st August, and here 27,300 is written. This becomes the opening balance. So for the next month, that is 1st September, it is written on the credit side by balance brought down. Then the next supplier is Modern Electronics. Here you can see, and the amount is rupees 3,125,000. So the entry will be recorded on the credit side 16th August by purchases rupees 3,125,000. So again it will be written as a total on both the sides. Then on debit side we have to write to balance carried down. Same will become the opening balance for the next month, which will be transferred on the credit side. Now on the next page we have to prepare the trial balance. So again the heading is given in the books of Konica Electronics, trial balance as on 31st August 2018. Now we have to take the closing balances. So we have to go to the ledger account. The very first ledger is the purchase account. The closing balance is on the credit side. So in the trial balance you have to record this amount on the debit side. As it is, as per the journal entry also, purchases account is always debited. So here the amount is recorded. And as per the journal entry, the suppliers accounts are always credited. So their balances will be recorded in the credit amount column. So Seema Electronics, we have to check now. The balance, closing balance amount is 1,99,200. It is on the debit side. So in the trial balance it will be recorded in the credit amount column. Then Pawan Electronics, 27,300. Here the closing balance is recorded on the debit side. So in the trial balance, Pawan Electronics is recorded in the credit amount column, 27,300. The last supplier is Modern Electronics. The amount is rupees 3,125,000. This will be recorded in the credit amount column. Then we have to take the total. It should be equal.